Hello, everybody. I think I'm just about ready to get started. Welcome, Calvisham. So, chat, we have one last thing to do before we go beat the game. I realized right as I ended the stream last time, we didn't go to the spa for the true protagonist, Gar. And I'm gonna let you know, chat, it was really rough to boot up the stream. I am suspecting that I am really, really, really going to hate this ending. And we might go immediately into a rant after this. We're gonna see how bad it is, though. I have a feeling I'm going to be very mad because I already don't like where things have been going with Gar. So I kind of don't want to see him win, if that makes sense. I honestly probably enjoyed the other world the most because he was dead. I could be real with you. I am increasingly irritated by this character, but I guess we will see how bad it gets in just a moment. Welcome, Chris. Hope you're doing well. I don't remember having this level of struggle in many games that we've played on stream before, but I will let you know I'm having a very strong negative reaction to this character, and I was getting real mad when we were at the dining scene. That was just honest crap. I'm gonna be real with you. Look, we're gonna bake bread for the flat. Oh, don't even get me started on the bread. There is gonna be like a 10-minute rant in the final thoughts just on how stupid that series was. I'm willing to call it what it is. It was stupid. It took me completely out of the game. I don't know if that was the exact moment the game, quote unquote, jumped the shark for me in terms of plot, or if I had like a realization right before that. But I guarantee you, from that point onwards, I checked out mentally. I know they were trying to get us all excited by, like, having us teleport all over the place. No, I don't want to visit the crew right now. Shut up. We have to go to the spa real quick. Man, they are really pushy with that DLC. Oh, oops. Should have just gone straight downwards. So, I don't know. We're gonna beat it because we're, like, literally at the end, but if I had felt like that was the midpoint of the game, I honestly would have quit after the last session. I really, really did not like anything that we saw. I didn't like the character designs. I didn't like the follow-up characterizations. I didn't like the pat on the back with the character. I didn't like the whole idea of the reverse funeral. I hated it, chat. I'll be honest with you. I think that was one of my least favorite cutscenes we've ever streamed. Nothing to say of all time, but I'm really struggling to think of a cutscene that actively made me mad. Like, there's ones that were, like, so bad, they left me bewildered. Don't get me wrong. Like, that definitely happened. I think it was Settlers Island. I did think there for a second what they called the town that we're not allowed to name because we're not the protagonist, of course. I don't mind the fish chef. It's more everything in the restaurant itself was what I'm talking about. I didn't like the whole dungeon of the fish chef. It felt like just a lot of padding, and I feel like that is my general summarization. I think I've isolated why I specifically don't like certain areas in the game, and it's because I think that in the interior dungeons, not the outdoor ones, but the interior ones, are really poorly designed. And I think I got confused for a while because the game had so many outdoor ones where I'm like, oh, I really like the verticality and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, every interior dungeon is the same. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there are, like, 4 or 5 interior dungeons where it's like, go find 3 pieces to ascend a floor, repeat. Go find 2 pieces, ascend, retreat, repeat, etc., etc. So yeah, we're just gonna power up right before the boss. Let's see what the cutscene Gar gets. Gar took it all in at first, but soon thought of something he wanted to tell Sarai. But his lack of concentration, he enjoyed the experience overall and appreciated how good it felt to give his feet a break. Which is funny, because I think he's standing, according to his shadow. Carl's max health increased by 35. What did he want to tell Sarai? What was that alluding to? Are we not going to follow up on that, or... Oh, okay. Whatever. I mean, if the game doesn't care, I don't care. Let's move on. Shrug. Okay. Like, if I go to campfire with them, will they even do anything? We'll find out, I guess. But we're gonna find out in the other area. Game really wants me to hit that DLC button. I can guarantee you I'm not starting the DLC tonight. It's gonna be a short stream. I need a mental break between normal gameplay and DLC. I really hope it doesn't involve Gar. I'll probably like it a lot more if Gar is not in the game and they stop talking about Gar. Alright, so if I talk to him, does he actually say anything? No, shut up. Why bother? Why bother following up on anything, chat? Okay, well, I guess we'll just go save the game in the final boss area. I hope this final boss is not ultra hard. I have a feeling it's gonna be very gimmicky. I've already mentally prepared myself that it's gonna be gimmicky. I don't have high hopes. I can be honest with you. Like, are we gonna be doing the ship shooting game in the final boss? Is that why it felt so awkward and tacked on? Was that our practice run versus the real thing? So we'll find out. You know, I mean, we're probably gonna fight the Fleshmancer for real, but you know, it's because Gar is able to call out the villain because we're just too stupid to fight the main villain, apparently. I mean, we saw it. We literally let the Fleshmancer get away. That was like one of the most unsatisfying endings I think we've ever seen on stream. It was just so narratively underwhelming. He's gonna be like, oh, you're too chicken to fight me. It's gonna be something stupid. Like, I already feel like you won't see it, but if it happens, I guarantee you, I will have the biggest eye roll and an exasperated sigh. I swear, chat. I swear if it's like, oh, you keep hiding behind your minions. Why don't you fight us yourself? You're such a chicken. I swear it's gonna be like that. It really is. It's where I feel like this is going. This is the level of writing I've come to expect at this point. After sitting through the Golden Pelican, my hopes are not very high. You made it. Congratulations. You've been quite the nuisance. Prepare yourself. Prepare myself. My foolish child. Fighting Solstice warriors is beneath me. Hold on. Hold on, chat. How many okay. Do you think Gar is gonna respond in 1, 2, or 3 dialogue boxes? Because it won't be him noticing Gar is there and getting mad, because that would be a different level of writing where he gets to say, you know, he gets to be genuinely mad that the alchemist is cheating, which would be fair. That actually would be a somewhat more interesting and acceptable alternative to why we fight him. But I feel like Gar is about to say something. 2? Okay. You did make it all the way here. Don't play by the rules. Okay, here we go. The time has come to decide on the fate of your realm and all of its worlds. Can you defeat my strongest lieutenant? Oh, to be fair, they didn't change it any from here. We'll count that as 1. We'll count that as 1. No. We'll count that as 1. Or will she reign supreme over the cyborgs? Never. Okay. Evil has no place here anymore. So, okay, so far this is the same. My, haven't we grown boastful? Let the matter be settled then. Oh, here we go. I call on you, my champion. Hey, you coward. How about fighting your own battles for a change? You? All you do is corrupt everything you touch and make people suffer. I'm kicking you out. You would challenge a god. God? Told you once, you son of a creep. Oh my gosh. Did a toddler write this? Are we being serious? You're nothing but a loser. And so the fool repeats his mistake. There will be no time travel trick saving you this time. Come then. Eternal pain awaits. You know what, Chad? I was not that far off. I'm rolling my eyes. Of course. Well, let's go fight him, I guess. Okay, so we don't know what his weakness is. Our combo gauge is actually maxed, which is kind of nice. Let's try to reveal something about him. Moon. Now, is the other thing double? It can't be sword. So it could be arcane or it could be sun. But do we have anything that double suns? I don't think we do. Either way, I'll do some damage here. No, it wasn't sun. Aw. Use the lunar shield here to protect myself. I feel like that's the smart thing to do here. Oh, that went through the shield? Kinda sucks. Oh, we'll swap characters. Double hammer. Not hammer again. So he summons seeds, which take reduced damage. He's immediately gonna attack again. I wish he wasn't so injured. And I guess I could try to heal here. Round of flesh. Okay. He's not taking a turn, but the appendages are doing something. But they take increased moon or dagger damage. I might as well do some increased damage then. I'm gonna burn one orb here. Do a combo with him. I'll do Sunarang just so I could do some damage. I'm gonna leave the other two for the boss. So we almost have an ultimate. And it leaves her with the ability to still hammer. Yeah. Didn't quite get the kill there, but that's fine. Honestly, I'm just gonna use the Lunar Shield again. Now I have an ultimate. So, get some meter here. Okay. So now we could do some big damage to the boss here. Let's go ahead and use an ultimate. So again, I have a defensive barrier up. My MPs could be a little better on the Moon character. We are about to do big damage to the boss, though. Nobody else really needs meter here. Might be able to disorient him with the boost here. So this one is double moon, double sun. Interesting. I mean, I guess I could well, she can't really heal herself. I guess I'll just stall. So I just have to Moonerang here. I think we could agree, it just makes sense to Moonerang. Okay. Just going for a character with strong melee moves. Oops, all hammer. How do I hit that many hammer? Disorient helps. I don't think Disorient hits 2 hammers, though. Is there a skill that multi-hammers? Because I could get 4 with just 2 normal attacks. I'm worried she's gonna die, because her health is pretty terrible. Try to stall him a little here. I don't think I have something that multi-hits more than this, which is a bit unfortunate. Apparently Garl's ultimate attack just does all elements, by the way. Of course it does. Well, I guess I'll weaken it slightly. So she's probably gonna die. Unless I could stall him somehow. No. Yeah, see, if I had a Arcane Barrage, it could have worked. We'll let Gar take it in the face. At least I really reduced its power, whatever he's trying to do here. Yeah, I had a feeling she'd probably... Wow, she didn't die? Wow, that to me was the... Wow, alright, chat? That to me was the plot twist, really? Let's just do one to... No. Let's do one to reveal. Arcane Sun, but we don't know what the others are. So it could be Conflagrate. He's got a seed out. Let's use Nourish on her. So by reducing it, he only managed to get 1 out, which is interesting. Enhanced damage from Arcane. I guess the appendages are kind of color-coded to what their weakness is. I think I'm just going to let it normally attack, to be honest with you. I want to build some meter here. We'll swap out Gar. I'm just using this as an opportunity to get MP, I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost have a ultimate gauge, which will be nice. Anybody else need MP? I guess Gar could get some. Welcome, Dango. Welcome, Parameter. Hope you're both doing well. Okay. I think everybody else's MP is pretty good. It's also kind of awkward that he just does poison on a normal attack instead of arcane. So I just have like one skill that could do it, or I have to play as the fist guy. It's super awkward. Hopefully this kills, good. I mean, I guess we should let the true protagonist use his ultimate. Right, Chad? Who are we to deny the true power? Damage was okay. Now we have a good combo gauge going. I'm gonna use the disorient here. That did some decent damage. Use a lunar shield here. Surprised I blocked that. Anyway, saw the wrong time, I guess. So if I build up another double meter, I might be able to get the Arcane Blast going. This is the one that I was having trouble with. At least I could reduce this damage slightly. Oh, it only needed 3 hammer, not 4. Interesting. I think she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Oh, or not. Well, let's see how much damage we do here. We must have an ultimate attack. I might just save it up for that. Oh, we just can't hit the arcane. It's so sad. The arcane and blunt damage. Now I just need to build combo meter for later. Wow, healed 76? Man, that leech ability is OP. Welcome, Kirk. Hope you're doing well. Man, I sure wish he had MP. It would have been useful here. Yeah, let's build up his MP then. Well, they gave me 2 combo meter, which is actually good, because that's where I want to be combo meter wise. The AI is actually kind of helping me here. Okay. I don't want to kill it yet. We're close. Now I think I want to kill it. But only after I Lunar Shield again. Alright, so I have 2 combo meter to prevent the next attack. And now I just need to build 1 more MP gauge on him. For later. And then actually kill it here. Okay. So we got some time to build meter if we don't have it. I'm gonna hold, because I might be able to break it with an ultimate. I think what I'm gonna do is actually just attack with you. Okay, he's got enough for an AoE heal if I need it. She could swap out. Build some meter with her. Now I can do whatever I want. Oh, what? So for fasting after getting home from work? Sorry to hear. Oh. Well, I guess that answers whether or not this is gonna have a gimmick. I mean, I thought we were doing fine. I don't think the boss was ever threatening us. Oh, this is fine. Oh, we don't have the shield attack that we had before. Oh, no, it's the other button. My bad. I lied. We did have the shield button. Where's its weak point? Oh. Just gotta do it again. Okay. Oh, this is kind of annoying. I mean, fortunately, I'm okay at ship shooters. I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I shouldn't have to repeat this. Is that the boss fight? Uh-huh. Okay, that was kind of jarring and random. Let's go for 1, 2. To reveal 2 locks. What are the other locks that we have to hit? Double sword, double moon. Is that... I don't think that's possible. I'm gonna go with I don't think that's possible. Huh. How do I feel about that? In which case... I still don't know what this other thing is. Let's try to reveal more on this. Double sword again. I somehow needed to get triple sword. I guess disorient might have worked with something else. I still don't know how to break this one. But I guess what makes sense is I'm just gonna use this attack. Because it does all damage types, so I might as well just use it. I'm still not entirely sure how to break some of those locks. Because I only have like 1 skill, but I somehow need to do double sword, triple moon? Like, I'm not sure how to do that. I just need to build meter here. I'm gonna go for a kill. Oh, he didn't even attack this turn? That's even better. See, the problem is his HP is pretty bad. I'm gonna go for a safety heal here. Probably for the best that I did that. So, like there, I don't know how to break that. I don't think there's anything that does all 3, right? No. I'm not sure how you would break that with just 1. But that's okay. I have a backup plan. This is my backup plan. Good backup plan. I think he's just dead there. I don't think there's much I could have done. So yeah, as I said before, like, I could sword into Moon into, like, Moonerang. But But too bad I don't have Moonerang. I think it really matters what I do here. Try to go for it here. I don't know if it'll really help me, per se. I kind of want him to do the other attack, because it leaves him open for longer. But I guess we'll break him here and see what happens. Yeah, he's just gonna do it again. Predictably. At least we recovered most of our MP here. Well, Arcane... Poison. Do I have a combo with that? Does Elbow Loop double hit Hammer? I guess we could find out. Why not? No. Unfortunate. Just gonna heal up. So we weakened his seed things, in case it matters. Built up her meter a little better. Yeah, this is fine. It's kind of what I wanted him to do, to be honest with you. The Moon, Hammer, Sword. I try to go for Sword with the other thing. This thing out of the way. Heal up with her. See how we do. I mean, they're adding a lot to my combo meter. Alright, now I can finally do this without any repercussions. I think it was a good call. Didn't quite kill, but that's fine. These characters just kind of need some damage except for the splash damage would kill. Whatever. So now our goal is to basically build up to 2 combo, which we already did. So at this point now it's just about keeping 3 orbs for later, and or regenning MP on my other characters. I think my MP is looking okay here. Everybody's MP is looking pretty good in the middle, honestly. Do something like this to keep safe. Store my MP, combo gauge is maxed. I have enough for another full heal. Okay. Feeling pretty good. So what I could do here is Lunar Shield. Go for the kill. Yeah, so everybody's MP's good. It actually attacked the only character I wanted it to attack, so I'm kind of happy about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Rebuild my MP. It should die soon from normal damage, shockingly. Use regular heal on her. Oh my gosh, I got the tomato club again, chat. Plus, this is an excuse to build out an ultimate gauge. The more this happens, the better it is for me. Oh, I should have burnt 1 meter there, just to end the fight there. I got greedy. Anybody else that doesn't have a shield? You don't have a shield, you don't have a shield. So I've almost maxed the ultimate gauge, which is what I'm also looking to do since I'm here at this point. Please die. Do disorient. Burn 1. Just to kill it. I just need 1 strike and we're good. MP's looking really good. I think we just go for a kill here. Now we have the guaranteed ultimate in case I need to pop something. But we might be able to just kill with the boosted level 3 here. You seen this damage is stupid. Stalled again. Built some extra meter. Don't really care if they hurt Roshan. Her meter's good in case I need to disorient. Oops, all poison in 1 hammer. It's kind of an annoying thing to put that on. Wait, his ultimate is poison? I thought it was arcane. That's weird. I mean, I still can hit that hammer without another character doing something. Unfortunately, our other character is out of commission. Okay, in which case, let's do this. I'm still gonna burn it. I have a feeling the boss can't have that much more HP, so I might as well just go aggressive here. Oh, that... Oh, he died. I was gonna say, I don't remember doing hammer there. How is this possible? How? Better start believing. We're kicking you out. Wow, he really gets the cutscene over us? Really? What? What? What do you mean? Why are they nodding their head? Hello? Are you kidding me? That's how the villain gets defeated? He's really gone, we're free. No, he's not. Are you kidding me? Are you being serious with me? I think this upsets me more than Gar. Don't tell me he's really gone. You know, the other guy just lends his hand and he just gets off. What's his punishment? What are the repercussions? What is this, Go-Go Ranger season or Loser Ranger season 2? None of the consequences matter. Things just happen. Is that what's happening? What part of that cutscene told me that we defeated him? Could you imagine if we were playing Chrono Trigger and then Lavos is about to die and then the queen comes in and just gives him like a handshake and they walk off? Could you imagine how terrible that would be? No consequences, only shenanigans. He's gone through a portal where he could just already teleport between dimensions, and it's been shown. And he doesn't care about the timelines. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible ending. It's been so long. Oh my gosh. Zale. I can feel it too. We have to go right now and face the World Eater. Will you return? Valerie ... We can feel everything now. There's just so much for us to do. So many worlds, I had no idea. This is goodbye then. I guess so, Bess. Oh, stop being so dramatic. Just promise you'll visit from time to time, okay? Of course. That's more like it. We'll see you soon, Garl. First I know. You do your Luana and Sol and stuff whenever you have to. You always be Valerie or Zale to me. I like how... I think this exact 3 lines of dialogue explains every issue I've had with Valerie and Zale. I think this is a perfect encapsulation of why it always felt weird to me whenever they were interacting with stuff with these characters. And it's because, like, they've been talking this entire game that they've been prophesized to basically become gods. And it feels like they are more... We're either being talked to in terms of plot points, and we're just kind of going through the motions, where I don't feel like we're complete characters. And some of that has to do with Garl, where he just hijacks every damn cutscene and is like the strong personality. So we're kind of 2 characters filling like the Chrono role, where we have a somewhat silent protagonist where we sometimes say stuff and they have like a little bit of personality, but the game just kind of treats us more as vehicles or a means to an end. And I feel like this has finally solved it for me, where we don't really get any deep understanding of Luana or Solon, and most of the time we have all these stupid cryptic sages. Why are there like 4 in this game, by the way? Question mark. And then like there's nothing satisfying from a narrative standpoint. We don't really understand what their struggles were or what their quote-unquote legends were. And honestly, we don't even like try to care or do anything else. Like we just like, oh yeah, we're just kind of gods now. I guess we'll do this. I guess we'll do what, you know, Roshan told us to do, I guess. Even though clearly he's been basically the puppet master and Garl's been the, we'll call him the queen piece on the board. He's definitely a queen, let me put it that way. We're pawns, he's the queen. It's more important than us, for sure. That'll happen when you're raised in a cult, I mean academy, and nothing more than a chosen one. And I just feel like ever since that point, it's just been like, we never really fight expectations as characters. And it plays it like really straight. And I feel like there are so many opportunities for this plot to have done something more interesting with the setup, and it just never happens. Like, we briefly explore whether or not the teacher is evil. Nah, it's just those people were through trauma and they're in the wrong. We can't blame the instructor or hold him accountable for anything. Or like Garl goes into like the mansion and then it's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't bring him along because he's not trained. Oh, never mind. He's just better than us in stats and abilities, and he carries all the plot, and he just knows everything ever because the Eldermist can tell him this. But we as the players don't get to understand, quote unquote. I mean, we figured it out without without Garl telling us. But it really is just kind of like one of those things where it doesn't really do anything interesting. And, like, we just beat the game, and it has, like, no follow-up at all with Brugaves. So I'm assuming it's a reference to the Messenger, but as someone that has not played the game, because I'm assuming this is a prequel to the Messenger, based off of how this is, where there's just kind of, like, a lot of weird things are stated and happen that don't really make a lot of sense to me. I wonder how much of it is just, like, quote-unquote lore building for their other game, which is kind of unfortunate, because if this is from that standpoint, I don't think it really holds up as well as anything else. Yeah, I was hearing like multiple levels. Brugraves becoming the demon is a character in the messenger, from my understanding. Um, yeah, multiple dungeons, multiple towns. I don't know how many other characters are related between the games. The whole thing where they were talking about the time crystals, and there was that awkward conversation, I believe, is the currency in the messenger, for example. It just feels like they're just kind of given, aha, well, did you want to know more lore about the currency in another game? But like, it never really, it was never really compelling. And I think the problem is like, all these characters just have like one or two notes, and they don't really evolve that much as characters. Like, Garl is just really peppy and annoying and optimistic. And then like the one time that they have to do things without Garl, or like moan about, oh no, if only Garl was here. Oh, Garl would know what to do. Oh, blah, blah, blah. They bring his ass back in the end of the game. That makes me so upset, chat. This is what the game has been culminating for, that we are too stupid to go fight the Fleshmancer. Because heaven forbid, we're basically gods that could just kill entire like world-ending creatures by ourselves. Heaven forbid we have the thought of possibly challenging the Fleshmancer without Garl here. So it just kind of annoys me where like there are characters that could have been so much more interesting and they don't do anything. Like, they kind of foreshadow Sarai, and Sarai's kind of like a cyborg. Like, I mean, I figured out the reveal. Maybe other players didn't figure it out, but like, even when Garl wouldn't kill the Fleshmancer, yes, and it's like, Roshan has no repercussions. Garl had a repercussion, and it was serious. We get to be like, yeah, this is probably why we shouldn't have other people on the journey. And it just gets undone by the end of the game. It's so narratively unsatisfying. It boggles my mind. Like, I could tell you where this is gonna go, because this is like so by the book. It's gonna do the thing where we flash forward into the future, and it's gonna be like, oh, we're gonna see that these characters are now like non-aging entities that are just above, you know, everything else. Which, by the way, is like also a thing I don't really enjoy, because even when you do stuff like that in a game like Chrono Trigger, you aren't like literal gods at that point. You're still people at the end of the day. So I think them dropping the pretense of them being anything other than Luana and Solon by this point, and again, we just kind of accept it. We don't question our powers. We don't really have a lot of moral, I would say, things to deal with, question mark. Like, there's a lot happening in the game, but the plot is thin, if that makes sense. Like, 80% of the game has been like, oh no, quick, something has happened, you must go interact with it, aka like Euden style, which is also a complaint I have with that game. But like, honestly, we don't really change that much. I mean, aside from us getting god powers, it's like, I don't see our characters very different from post flashback sequence to the end of the game. Like, we don't go through moral quandaries. Every time something bad happens, it's undone. Like, they destroy an entire city. At one point, it's rebuilt. Who cares? We're not gonna be mournful. We're gonna actually be better than we were before. So we just came back stronger because, you know, I guess Garl inspired us, and we also built Mirth. It annoys me, chat, so much. So we're gonna get Garl's true ending, where he gets to be like, I knew you'd come back, you didn't forget me, and I'd be like, whatever, screw this character. Wouldn't want it any other way. Yeah, I don't want Garl's happy ending, to be real with you. Seriously, did something good here. Good job, everybody. Well, go on then. Don't you ever miss my birthday? Wow. Oh, hate this character. You can count on it. I hope they never come back. I know they alluded it to it being his birthday to show that, you know, they just can't stop thinking about Garl, but wow. Like, are we not gonna follow up on Roshan at all? Is that what the messenger is about? Like, the Fleshmancer's there? Promise? Promise. Well, we should wait. She huffs. Where you go? Can I just... Okay, so this is the same as before. been great knowing you. I'll make sure future generations know your story and remember you always. Been great knowing you as well, Teeks. Has it? Has it though? Really? Has it though? Please stay safe. So, like, Sarai's story just sucks. Can we talk about this as we go through the characters? Teeks is so much of a non-person that the game even forgets whether she's cargo or in our party. Like, the game legitimately forgot she was not in our party at one point because she is nothing more than a vehicle for story time. But, like, Sarai's story is all her people got turned into androids. There's apparently no reversal of it. And then I guess we restore her world, quote unquote. But aren't their lives kind of pointless and meaningless at this point? I mean, are they just gonna break down and that's it? They can't really have families anymore, right? Like, other than who they have currently. So her life sucks. It's not about us anymore. You take good care of yourselves and your people, okay? We'll do our best in your memory. Best life also sucks because, again, he's given up the opportunity to basically move on, I guess, unless he just unwills himself from the glass and willingly dies. These character endings are terrible. Like, think about where we left them off. We have the horrible abomination that's the Artificer, who honestly, 5 people merging into one is literally a horror movie or a horror story. If this was any other context, it would be treated as like, wow, that is an unholy experiment. Where, like, move aside, Full Metal Alchemist. Hold on, it's not just the girl and the dog. It's now 5 people. We're way more messed up than that. like step aside, chat. Like, hold the beer, as it were. But yeah, it's like all their endings just kind of suck. And I guess you could kind of blame, I guess, Chrono Trigger to some extent, where, like, you stop Lavos from destroying the world, so therefore you improve everybody's future, so it ultimately has a better ending. But, like, what about that whole thing about the timelines being merged? Or did we just forget that plot point? Remember that? Oh, there's all these other versions of you that are suffering. Well, I guess we'll figure out how to merge them someday. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Never fucking answered in this game. Just, like, seriously? So annoyed right now, chat. I'm so annoyed. Time to go, Valerie. Yes, it's time to go. There's, like, so many plot points that they just drop. And it honestly, like, it just gets worse the more I think about it. And so our watch begins. Here's hoping it won't be too boring. That'd be a first. Hey, don't wait too long before your first visit. You bet. Yeah, like, nothing with Rashawn is really resolved. We don't get emotionally attached to him as a character. Oh gosh, get us through the credits. Oh, do we have to fight something? Why do we still have to fight something in the true ending? Big sigh, chat. I'm so disappointed right now. I will consider the DLC. I'll think about it, but I need a break. We're not going to the DLC tonight. Taking a break. Like, I mean, I already beat the shoot 'em up. Trying to get my radius option to hit him for the last little bit. Is what it is. I'm saving Super Beam for the end. I don't feel like building up a second one. I'm gonna be done with the chat, is what I'm getting at. Fine, I'll dodge slightly. Happy game. Look at me, I'm trying. Oh, I didn't even kill him? It's unfortunate. We'll get there. Well, that time it was a flawless victory. The true final boss is figuring out how to get through these credits. Oh, is there no skip button? Oh, you actually can't skip it. Damn, that's brutal. Nothing really changes here. It's gonna sit through this again. I'll move chat in the upper left, I guess. And it's just like... Oh, that's horrifying. What is that weird robot thing? Why don't I remember what that is? Yeah, it's just like there's so many plot points. Like, speaking of Rocky, I like how, like, the dragon is just kind of woken up and there's, like, no repercussions at all. Like, it just, like, why were they so scared of him if all he needed was food? Like, really? Like, was it when he destroyed a place, is it more that he needed so much food in order to move? That he, like, quote-unquote destroyed the town's resources? Wouldn't that have been more of a moral dilemma? Or something for us to contend with? Like, what does he eat other than bread? There's this character, who I'm assuming might be in the messenger. Oh my gosh, the ultra speed chat, get me out of here. Look at this chat. Outrageous. Look at it go. Oh gosh, don't remind me about the Artificer. Those characters are abominations. Were we supposed to like that freak show? Like, honestly. Wild stuff, chat. Just honestly wild. Oh. Oh, this is new. Is that it? Is that all we're getting at Brewgraves? That was it? Just one little cutscene. We never fight him. Never talk to him, never contend with him. Man, this ending sucks. Wow. Wow, indeed, Kirk. Here's the stupid story time with old Teeks. So we gather each year as they fly by our world on their never-ending watch, and together we remember their story. Hi, Sage? Yes? Is it true they always fly in on the warrior cook's birthday? Oh, absolutely. Quite fitting, don't you think? Now run along, everyone. I must check in on the crypt's renovations. Thank you for the story, High Sage. How's the progress? Pretty good. Been thinking about Yamara's notes, you know, about the flood. No worries. I'll make the big window extra thick. I think this is a reference to the messenger. Well, you like the central piece? Yes, it's perfect. Ah. Hey, you'll be late if you don't leave soon. Oops. Yeah. Guess I should head out. Yo, that dragon is stalking. Hey, old friend. Happy birthday, master. Oh, God, another character that... Oh. I'm no longer my own being. This small cook is somehow now just my owner. Followed by giant eye roll, chat. For the millionth time, please stop calling me that. Are you ready to go then? Oh yeah, can't be late for that. Also, I never figured out what the flimsy hammers are for. I'm assuming it has to do with the ancient crypt. I will literally look it up when we're done. And then that will be the last thing that we do in the normal playthrough. Just right. I wish the ending gave a hint, like we got to see them go to the ancient crypt. Like what warp they took, for example. Instead of us just guessing and wasting time. Just gonna roll my eyes, chat. I'm not figuring out which of the hundreds of warps it could be in. Ah, right on time. Yup, they basically haven't aged. Oh, don't be shy. Where's my birthday hug? I like how we just don't even visit Sarai. Like, he's legitimately the only character we care about. What a crappy ending. It's so stupid. Those other people weren't real. We don't care about them. It's all about Garl, guys. Of course, there's another flimsy hammer. Got Solstice Doctorate. I guess I'll save. Got a gold star. Look at that, chat. We get brownie points. No, DLC, I know. DLC, I know. Just, not today. We're gonna get a rant and then I'm ending stream. So what did we just attain? What's this amulet? Maps, crystals. Closest diploma. Oh, I guess that's a kind of a joke. Because we graduated the academy and got the diploma. Elsa's doctorate, earned by reaching the good ending. We have 4 flimsy hammers. Alright, chat. I'm gonna take like 1 minute to go look up the flimsy hammer. I might as well just head to the other place. There's no way oh, I don't have to go this way, actually. Go this way to leave. So pardon me if my piloting is a bit weird. I'm just looking it up on the side here. Fortunately, I just have to hold down here. I can just autopilot this. Hammer. Flimsy hammers do have a use. Hmm? Oh, concentrate briefly. Go through here. Go to the Ancient Crypt, which we already know. With all 4 in hand, use the Central North Teleporter. Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised. But, like, I don't feel like brute forcing it. It just feels like a waste of my time, to be honest with you. So rather than check every single tombstone, really, please. I'm just looking at which one it's in. I don't think chat can blame me. There are way too many to check. Like, look at this. I'm not checking each of these. You're out of your mind. Right, chat? You're out of your mind. I'm not doing that. I don't like deploying a Pokemon for catching a ball. It does nothing. Just say, hey, you did it. Yeah, there are way too many. Apparently... move this one out of the way. Thanks, IGN. Ball looks rather flimsy. Goodbye, Flimsy Hammer. I'll try not to... I didn't read what's actually here. I'm assuming it's just where the ending cutscene was. I'm gonna hold my hand up in celebration briefly. This is the hard check to see if you've done everything. So, even if I found this earlier, I needed to get the true ending. Assuming there's not a 5th one. That would be very funny if there was, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're like, you got me. Okay. Our reward is... Shopkeeper says, excuse me. I'm guessing this is a messenger reference. I haven't played the game, so this doesn't mean anything to me. Shopkeeper ... Have we met before? Well, if we have and you're about to complain about some time paradox, maybe it considers you just broke the 4th wall. I'm sure this would be hilarious if you played the messenger. Question mark. For me, I'm just kind of like, okay. You're probably not getting a raise either. Cabinet's all yours if you want to knock yourself out. Oh, it's like a dev room. Bruno says office hours. As the solstice kids came around, no one could really tell the time of day. Yeah, how about we talk about how we just mess up the entire society? I've been saying that the whole game, right, chat? I've been on point with that. We seriously mess up everybody. We mess up the tides, their life cycle, sleep cycle. Tommy says, hope we could show you something new on this journey back to our childhoods. Reese says, yo, I'm Reese, and I play acoustic instruments. I don't really know how I got here, but hot dog, am I glad to be part of this rad game. Also, feel free to mail me a hot dog. Don't think about it too hard. We really broke the 4th wall. Yeah. Yeah, it's not very, they're not very subtle with their jokes. Jake says, I'm Jake. I'm Derek with the music and sound effects. First time I've ever worked on... Oh, first game I've ever worked on. I couldn't have asked to be part of a better team. Don Philippe says, I'm JP, an integrator. Used to find bugs, but now I fix them. And I'll also cause them. Oh, I don't know, I'm not a mechanic. Oh, I'm Greg. The squirrels will tell you different, but I'm an animator. Don't listen to the squeaky whispers. They tell lies. So there's a gas leak in the building. This is starting to make more sense now. I'm so... Is that how you spell Edward? Chad, we need to have a talk about this name. No, I don't care what his message says. That feels like a war crime. Edo boy? Edouard? Really? I blame the French? That is certainly a way to say Edward. Hope I made things move in a way that moved you. Jake him? Now that would be a great buzzword for a graphics feature. Laughs in HLSL. I'm assuming it's a reference to high-level shader language? Because he said graphics? I guess... I mean, I guess I got it. I got an acronym, chat. You should feel proud. I think that is what it means in context. I didn't think we would be using my kind of acronyms that I would understand, but here we are. Here Luke says, it was not an easy task making all this, but I'm incredibly proud of everyone in here. Hope you enjoyed it. That's how I feel. John Luke says, whoa, have you seen all those animations? So proud of what we accomplished. Braindom. Bryce says, out of all the characters helped create, Conan is my favorite. His mom gets the most of the credit, though. Conan? Why do I not know who... Wait, was there a character named Conan in this game? Honest question. Does Chad know who this is? Or is this just... I don't remember anybody being referred to as Conan. I don't know. I'm tempted to look it up. Chat can look it up. Go ahead. We're at the end of the game. You can't spoil it now. Just do Conan Sea of Stars. Just let me know, chat. Did they call something Conan at some point? I don't remember. Yasunori Mitsuda. Oh, that's the composer. I enjoyed composing for... Oh, well. I got excited, chat. I actually recognized the composer, but it said it in the text. I should have just read another line. I enjoyed composing for Sea of Stars. Hope you enjoyed the nostalgic music. Kukar? Kukar was called Conan at some point? Swack. Anne-Marie says, I'm so proud I got to be part of this amazing team. Theory? Man, these names are something. I missed this production. Getting some sleep will be nice. Did you have fun playing? Team worked really hard on making it as good as possible. Braindom. Philip says, Merci, Thierry. Sabotage logo. Frederic says, a really fun journey being part of this production. We made it up with a pretty cool game. Do you agree? Braindom. Savannah says, I want to pretend the characters are having dance-offs instead of fighting. I give you my official animator permission. John Bernard. There's a lot of Johns and Jeans. So, Jean Bernard. This text box should be nudged half a pixel to the left. Oh, we didn't talk to the people that were down here. Let's talk to them. Axel says, am I speaking to the player or Valerie? In any case, I hope you had fun discovering the world. Matthew says, I'm so blessed as a community manager. Sea Stars community is simply the best, don't you think? Dead. Levain says, hope you enjoyed the game as much as I think I would have if I didn't get it spoiled by working on it. Your foolish optimism is noted. Oliver says, I'm Oliver from Berserk. Coded mostly under the hood stuff, but I also managed the publishing of the game. If you're playing, it means we did it. Yay! Hope you enjoy it. Aspects of the game were decent until we jumped the bread-covered volcano Midificat Legend of Garl. Again, like, I feel like it had a lot of potential, and I was genuinely interested when we first played. I'm trying to think about, like, what plot point turned me off. Like, I guess I never really liked the conclusion of the Necromancer pretty early on. But definitely by the time we got to the dragon, that was one of the worst. The one finding bugs now that JP is causing them. Dog. Is that Buddy? Yeah. I remember you from the credits. You were given like 2 entries in the credits. That's why I remember you. Buddy stares softly, relieving a tightness in your chest you didn't even know was there. Delete. Is D? How do you... I don't understand. Like Dizzy? Like, whatever. My brain doesn't want to comprehend that combination of letters. I sincerely hope that we're able to communicate the love we have for games to the Sea of Stars experience. Now, where did I put that thing again, says Martina. Oh, I can't. Oh, can I go in here? I can. Martin says, hey, I animated a few characters. I started blowing them up. Sorry about all the explosions you took to the face. Eric's the name, music and audio design is the game. For the game, it's my own game within the game. This game, in fact. Oh no, help! I'm trapped inside the game! Michael says, hey, I'm Miko. That's not what your name tag says. You lied to us. Your name tag is full of lies, chat. Very cool. I create the visuals for the environments in our games. Did you enjoy discovering all the vistas? Very cool. Okay. I mean, if this is their office, it is kind of interesting. I don't know how I'd feel about some of these setups. Man, I would really hate working against this wall. Imagine literally everybody is behind you all times, and there's like a conference room watching you. That must be the worst feeling to work there. I would not like that in the slightest. Any other secrets? No. So I guess we'll go save the game, question mark. Oh, he's back. Well, look at you. You made it to the end. What? You did it all. It's over. Just met the actual team. What more do you want? Show's over. I'm going to bed, and so should you. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I'm gonna mash this a few times. Oh, he said something. You sure there's no cutting me off? Wait, what? Alright, you want to hear a rant? Okay. So he did have dialogue if I kept mashing. Okay. Sure. Let's move dialogue over here. Sure, what does the shopkeeper have to say? Fine. You beat the game. Did you like it? No. Not the plot, anyway. Did the show steal itself? What do you mean, steal itself? Did you do everything you wanted? Hell no, it didn't. More importantly, did it respect your time? No. Would you say the team created some content here, or are you reserving that term for those who will play it in front of a virtual crowd? A virtual crowd? I guess they're commenting about me streaming it, I guess. Welcome, Dango. Okay, let's start slow. Congratulations, you defeated all the bosses. You resurrected your best friend. You found all the rainbow conchas. You fished all the fish. You wheeled all the wheels. You quizzed all the quizzes. Ugh, last time I tried being boring. And making friends who thought we need more products using Alpha and Omega in their marketing. Yeah, you're all virtual. But welcome back, Dango. I'm not about to risk that happening again, so let's move on to talking in absolute, shall we? Yeah, Calvation, we understand he's from the Messenger. It's too weird for it to be anything other than a game cameo. To make a good video game, you need to have grass in the first area, lava close to the fake ending, a secret boss that's harder than the final boss. Do you? I don't think location matters at all. Look, I do make the rules. You can either disagree or take some notes. For what it's worth, I hope you disagree, though. Only for the irony of you standing here right now after having turned every stone. Is it? You find me annoying already. Just consider that it's not... Oh. Again, I hate them moving the dialogue over here. You find me annoying already. Just consider that it's not like healthy sleep schedules come easy for me. Also, I don't brush my teeth at work after lunch. I consider myself quite bearable, in fact. Anyway, thanks for the warm-up. I'll be here if you feel like getting real. Still here? I've got more if you want, but it goes a bit deeper. I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you asked. You know the kind of people who use a niche word they just learned as if everyone knew what it was, but it's really only so someone will ask them to explain it? It used to get to me, like there was some injustice in people earning points through manipulation and lying by omission. Let me tell you one perk about getting older. Start seeing the later chapters of some stories. They have a lot to teach. And one day the realization just hit me. A lot of people are part of a race where no one even knows what they're trying to win. I don't know what the supposed prize is either. Just know I don't want it. It's kind of freeing to realize that there just can't be anything of substance in a game that doesn't value integrity. Now, all I feel towards the slight disappointment when I think of the friendships that could have been. Nothing too disappointing. It's kind of like noticing that the bread contains raisins. Oh god, don't bring up the bread. Please don't bring up the bread. That's what I do now. Avoid raisin bread without engaging. Something I wish I started doing decades ago. Are you still with me? Save the rest of the real talk for the final part in case this is your stop. Won't be any judgment from this side in any case. Let's tone it down by talking about music. Ever go to a metal show where the musicians paint their faces? I used to think they were just exaggerating their characters to play to the crowd. And while I'm sure there's plenty for whom that's the reason, it also dawned on me that some probably just need a persona. Persona! Something that they could become in order to remove whatever insecurities that would prevent them from engaging in pure expression. Something that provides just enough of a sense of being hidden to tap into a healthy form of anonymity, the empowering kind. Yeah, rip Ozzy. Sort of like how wearing sunglasses can remove the extra layer of social anxiety that come from eye contact. Do they? I don't think I've ever thought of them that way, to be honest with you. Be honest. I've lost count of how many times sunglasses allowed me to say no in public. I don't think I've ever had that thought. Anyway, so how about those metal shows? It's not lost on me that I might just be imagining all this. Maybe they all just like the aesthetics and that's all there is to it. They still played an important role in letting me believe in the benefits of personas, picturing a viable path to expressing myself. That sounds confusing. The point is that any interpretation of an artist's work is valid. It may not represent the artist's intention. We certainly have our own take on things that I don't think the game intends. I can agree with that statement. That still sounds confusing. You can replace painting your face with building a virtual world for all your made-up characters to live in. That still sounds confusing. The point is that I like this cloak. I have to go soon, but we can do one more round if you want. ... Okay. This whole time traveling business, my memory tends to play tricks on me. I don't remember whether or not we've met before, but if we have, you might be wondering how the boy from the well is doing. Spoilers, I guess? Well, I guess look away for people looking to play the messenger, question mark. Short answer is that he's doing better, but I suppose we're here for the long answers. Let's do a short recap. I guess I'm having the messenger spoiled for me. The story so far. Once was a little boy stuck in a well. Not really clear why he was there. People assumed he fell while playing or that someone had pushed him. In truth, he jumped in there himself. Spent years in the well, wasting away anxiously, feeling utterly inadequate, and a deep desire to share his ideas with the world. But shame having played such a big part in his upbringing. His will lay broken. That's why the well suited him so perfectly. A place to hide where he could be alone with his stories, with no one to mock or judge him. It was a safe life. Unfortunately devoid of purpose, but at least shielded from rejection. Over the years, he made friends who helped him climb out, helped him build his stories to share them with the world. His friends were very talented indeed, and together they earned the means to keep collaborating in their own shared space. And that, in short, is where this story ended 5 years ago. I'm guessing the messenger came out 5 years ago. A lot has happened since then, and this journey wouldn't feel whole without some closure, so here we go. Hulk on, mask off. Dawned on him somewhere during year 2 out of 5 of production. For all the sorrow inside him, there was still hate. Not the externalized kind, but the kind that is directed towards the self. A crippling sense of unworthiness. Festered into a false promise that with enough effort, something would rise from the ashes at long last. Belief that the entire world just might be enough for 2 people to finally see all that along. They'd all had someone worth welcoming, worth accepting. How would that even play out exactly? Learning about the notion of healing fantasies completely floored him. The situation ticked all the boxes. Life simply didn't work that way. There'd be no click moment for abusers, so certainly no travel back in time to set things right. Now I'm kind of confused if he's talking about, like, a real-life him and the well is a metaphor. I'm actually getting kind of lost here. This doesn't sound like a game anymore. I'm gonna put it that way. All that was left was the future. And while some wounds may heal over time, a lot of doors, happy doors, that would remain shut forever. For months it all turned to fear. Fear of being nothing but a response. Fear of living a delusion that he was sticking it to those who had broken him, while in reality he was still dancing for them. Going out of his way to work around the clock, constantly keeping the plate spinning as if there was a point, or an end to it all. He'd burned those bridges a long time ago, so why do their bidding still? What was he thinking anyway, exposing the imaginary world he used in order to survive, for everyone to judge and criticize? Is this like a really weirdly, deeply personal admission that the writer of the game sees him as a boy in the well that is isolated from everything making games? Is this just like a weird metaphor that became literal? And so he crashed, but not so much in a physical way. It was like emotionally falling asleep, slowly but surely, until he felt next to nothing. I know, Blue Donna. Parameter is definitely a star of destiny. The work continued, for it was the only thing that kept him going. With every passing day, he would routinely close the blinds of the rising sun to prevent the glare from creeping up on his screen. See, we now went from metaphor to this is just me talking about office life. What was the transition sentence? Did chat catch the moment where it stopped being about a boy in the well? Where I thought it was talking about a fantasy setting, and then it was like, no, it's all a metaphor. So, did he, like, literally as a kid jump down the well? Is that what this is? Going through the motions, the work progressed and progressed well. But he's losing his grip on reality. I would say based off of him putting these responses in the game, it's safe to say the grip on reality has long since left this world. I think it's a safe statement on this one. We don't need to be like the armchair psychologist, but you know, when the answer's in front of you, you don't really gotta question it, honestly. During year 4, the guardian he never knew had reappeared. She saved him one last time. If he jumped down the well, he landed on his head. Damn, what grip? Yeah, pretty much. His grandmother was dying, but in her final days found exactly the words that would give him purpose and sustenance. Is this so much a rant as much as like an insane babble? A rant for me is like going on like a really long topic, usually in anger. This is just like nonsense. I guess you could say, I don't know, I would even put it under like ranting and raving. It's just more babbling. He doesn't really feel angry to me. Or at least I'm assuming he's not angry. I feel like we're misusing words here is where I'm getting at this. It was washed over him in an instant. He'd been there in the background all of his life, a loving and caring presence. A much needed light in all this darkness. Oh, don't tell me Garl is a metaphor for his grandmother. Ill, please don't. The foundation she had managed to build within him in the limited time they'd spent together during his childhood was carrying him to this day. Merci, Irene. I don't speak French. Well, question. Let's find out what that means. I mean, I'm assuming Irene is the name. So I'm assuming it's thanks, Irene, and then I have no idea what that is, having never taken a French class. Let's see. Google tells me. Thanks, I love you. He finally understood that to touch everything with gloves was to touch nothing but gloves. So he took them off and let the memories flow. I'm like looking around. Gloves? What? Oh, what? I guess he was wearing gloves? I don't... Is this part 2 of something else? Does the messenger have this long talk? Is this was this like media res of rant? I have no context for what we're witnessing. Riding his bicycle through a puddle of water to mark the road with the wet tire. What are we going all like high school poetry class here? What is he talking about? Going through the box of popsicles at his friend's place and trying to see through the wrapper to avoid the orange ones. Feeling so thirsty, he'd like to imagine that the first sip only served to give him the energy he needed to chug the glass. And of course, video games. He finally understood what they had been to him. A sanctuary. A place where he could be free. Free to experiment, to learn, to ask, to fail, to preserve, to give up. To overcome, to laugh, to accomplish, to dream. What's wrong with the orange ones? See, I think they were called, like, dreamsicles, right? Where it was, like, orange plus something. I like that. I don't know if I normally like orange by itself, though. It wasn't just a response. He was someone who understood how to build a sanctuary, knew what it was like to need one. There had to be others, people he would never meet. He needed a place like he had known, but he had to make it the best he could. In a flash, he saw it anew, something that was right there in plain sight all along. The unbelievable talent that had gathered to bring this vision to life. The sudden realization made him uncomfortable at first, thinking about how invulnerable he'd allowed himself to be in front of his teammates over the years. for all his second thoughts, there was one thing he couldn't deny. They were still there. Each and every one of them listening mindfully every day, applying their craft to help build something they could all be proud of. At long last, he knew that everything he needed, he already possessed. Friends were there with him. They always had been. The whole journey was one of genuine expression of their personalities, of their unbelievable chemistry. All the thoughts of destruction now gone. What? What destruction? I feel like I'm missing some context, because this is just, like, insano talk. I'm gonna be real with you. He set out to complete the project with the intention to create without any hope or recognition. I regretted saying yes to this dude, damn. If users wouldn't win, not anymore. He was pursuing this because he sincerely wanted to, and he had backup. I guess the main writer was really bullied? Like, this is making me uncomfortable. Not in the sense that, like, the story content is there. It's more like, why would you put something so personal in the game? It's very weird. Like, what were they hoping to get out of this? I don't know. Now with a stronger sense of self, he also took note to never fly so close to the sun again. Are we really doing an Icarus thing here? Wish I could tell you what he achieved balance and now lives a life with more than a single thing occupying all of his time. But on that, only time will tell. Thank you for helping me indulge in some closure. It was much needed. His backup, otherwise known as, yeah. I'll be going now. Papate. However you say that. I was like, I felt like we just got Reddit thread dumped. Right? Like, it was like, semi-coherent. I kind of followed what they're talking about, but they were kind of mixing metaphor and literal. Like, the thoughts of destruction? Like, what? Like, what was he, what? I don't know. It felt like very edgy teenager talk. I'm gonna be real with you. So the high school literature comparison was, I feel kind of apt. This is the game trauma dumping you on the first date. Yeah, it was. I had no context for whatever that was, which is really awkward. Really awkward. Anyway, we'll save our experience. Because we lived through that together, chat. We lived through that together. So let's chat. Oh, jeez. I'm honestly, I think, at a loss for words. This has only happened a couple times on stream, but just honestly, I read that dialogue out loud. I looked at the words. Seek help. Just, it was like the world, like, so like, did he like literally jump? Like, now I'm like, did he literally jump in a well and he had friends in the well? What did that mean? Is that a metaphor? Did he find like frogs or something down there? Is that what he meant by friends? I'm assuming he didn't mean literal friends down there. When he was talking about it before, I thought he was talking about a fantasy game because it was so out there. So again, like, it just felt like this kind of blur of these things are my feelings and this is happening. And there were also things that were just kind of added mid-conversation that didn't really seem to have been brought up. Or maybe they were an assumption from some other secret from the messenger. Like, I don't know what the whole, oh, you want to follow up on the boy in the well thing? And I'm like, what? I'm assuming we would have to play the other games by this person, question mark, to follow the trail. And we came in like a really awkward part 2. So that was awkward. I don't have anything to say. We got our rant out of the way, fortunately, about the true ending to this game. So I guess we'll say goodbye to YouTube as we question life choices. Honestly, we question a lot of choices. I guarantee you there's nothing of the messenger in that. I mean, like, his rant could have been in the messenger somewhere. As I said before, it started media res. Yes, I guess sorry, YouTube. You had to sit through that. The developer room was kind of neat, I guess. So it's like what, our third or fourth game we found the dev room. Although admittedly we had to look up where the hammers were. I was not checking out the crypt. In my defense, chat, I did call it would be in the crypt after they showed us it in the ending. But yeah, I'm not going through there. So anyway, chat, let's say goodbye to YouTube. So thanks for watching, and I guess see you in the final thoughts and maybe DLC gameplay?